There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Welcome into Airport Lanes in Tonawanda as we get are underway here for the Section 6 Girls Large School Championships. My name is Francis Beck. I'm joined by Jeremy Becker. We are about to wrap up the third game. Most of these teams are going to wrap up their third games, getting ready for the second half of this large school event. Jeremy, we were here yesterday for the boys. We saw Frontier and Maryvale win their respective teams. These girls are also bowling for a chance to go to states.
Yep, and I mean, it's not going to be as high scoring as the guys were yesterday because these girls aren't going to exactly rely on their rev rate. They're going to rely on their speed and their accuracy. But there's a lot of these talented girls. Right now, Lancaster's in the lead through 2, throwing games of 966 and 990 for a 1956 total. And right on your screen, we got Williamsville North, and they are in about 10th. Yeah, exactly. They're in 10th.
They're in 10th, but they only have one game in. We may be about half the teams with the Game 2 scores in, so hopefully those will be up soon as well.
Yep. Right. On your screen, we got we just switched. Anyways, a 6-10 cleanup right there for Williamsville North.
All right, let's check out our individual bowlers. Obviously, there's a team event, so they will hand out a Division I championship who will represent the section and states. They'll also hand out Class A and Class B titles, but there's also the individual element. 6 individual bowlers will go represent Section 6 on the All-Star team to compete for a state title as well.
Yep, so leading the way so far through 2 games with half the scores in, actually a good majority of the scores in, is Kailyn Weber from Kenmore. She is a pool bowler. She has games of 204 and 257, a 461 set. So she actually has a chance, if she has a really good third set, possibly get 700.
Yeah, Weber is the sister, I believe, of Mike Weber, who graduated from St. Joe's a couple years ago. Was a great bowler there. I believe he went on to bowl at the next level, but I know he was a great bowler there. So Weber, certainly a pedigree of bowling as well.
And then right in front of us, we have Sarah Zulik from Clarence. Games of 247, 203, a 450 set. Then from Orchard Park, we got Krista Perrin. So the top 4 are all pool bowlers. Krista threw games of 226 and 215 for 441. And then Delaney Horbet of Lancaster. Games of 190 and a 246. So really saving herself. Well, not really saving herself because 190 is a really respectable score, but really adding on to her day. Anyways, we gotta get back to the action here. We have a Miss 10-10, it looks like here on lane number 3 by Williamsville North. A nice, a Miss 6-pin on 1. So unlike the boys today, they are using lane 1, Francis. They're using 1 through 14 in this first bay, and then I believe they're using the entire second bay. Anyways, Williamsville North, that ball went a little light in the pocket, so that left a 3-5-6-10, which is actually not an easy spare, because you can just hit the 3-6-10 and leave the 5-pin at the right angle.
Okay.
So I know it looks easy. It's not. Actually, that might be a bucket with a 6. It is. So that's a little easier. Actually, beautiful conversion right there. Again, we don't have all the scores for the team event, and then if we're going to break this down from via division.
Why don't we check the return by class, because they will be handing out class championships as well at the end of this.
So in Class A, in first place, it's Lancaster. In second place, Orchard Park. Third place, the Clarence Red Devils. Kenmore, the combined schools of Kenmore East and Kenmore West, which is Frank Wolf's alma mater. Then we got Niagara Falls, and then we still are waiting from scores from Williamsville North, Frontier, and Hutch Tech for Class A.
Yeah, we believe they're already started their third game, so we're just waiting for their second game scores. What's Class B look like?
Right now, Class B looks like West Seneca, the district team, so a combination of West Seneca, East, and West, are in first place in B with 1587. Allegheny Limestone, 1524. So a Southern Tier team. A team right down I-86. McKinley in third, and then we're still waiting results from Amherst, North Tonawanda, Niagara Wheatfield, and Sweet Home. And later today we will have Class C and D action.
Yeah, so they changed things up this year. If you're just tuning in, you didn't join us yesterday. Usually they put the boys all together, everybody together. They do a morning session, 3 games in the morning, 3 games in the afternoon. They flipped things around a little bit because of COVID, because they wanted to bring spectators in. So they have the large schools together in the morning. You bowl all 6 games right in a row. And then in the middle of the day, they clear everyone out. Then in the afternoon, they bring in the small schools, and they'll bowl 6 straight games. And then they'll do 2 award ceremonies, but at the end ceremony, they'll announce everybody who's going to represent on that section all-star team, as well as the Division II and all those state champions.
Yep, and on your screen right now, we got a 2, 4, 5. So we do it numerically. 2, the 4 is on the left, and the 5 is on the right.
So if you're looking, I think this is you have lane 1 is on the very left of your screen right now, and that's lane 4. One of the bowlers for Williamsville North is on.
Oh, that was a bucket. The 8-pin was in the back.
All right, now we'll move on a little bit farther down. We have North Tonawanda. They come into, so where are they ranked right now, Jeremy?
Right now they are ranked.
Oh, we're still waiting for a second score from them, but they're in the middle lanes. I believe they're in lane 10.
Yep, they're in lane 10. And that is going to be a spare conversion for North Tonawanda. Actually, 2 spare conversions, because on lane 9 it looks like we got the, got the 5-9, cleaned up beautifully.
You know, I just mentioned it earlier that these bowlers, a little different, doing 6 games in a row. How does that change the mentality for these girls? The fact that you don't get a break between, you just kind of have to keep going. How does that change your mentality?
You just got to keep going. I mean, you got to find that line as quickly as possible to find the bowling ball in your hand that works the best for you, and just go. The best strategy in bowling is actually not to think, or think a lot at the same time. Just look at your mark, look at your target, follow through, focus on the fundamentals. But through 6 games, it does get tougher. It doesn't get as tough because the lanes aren't going to break down as much as they say in a traditional match, like we mentioned on yesterday's broadcast.
So explain that a little more. The lanes don't get broken down more by this lane 4. How does that? Walk me through that.
So in a traditional 10-person match for both boys and girls, the oil pattern is going to get evaporated by each bowling ball going down the lane. Each time a bowling ball gets put down the lane, depending on the type, it breaks down that oil pattern. So there's going to be a thing called transition where it's going to either hook less or hook more, depending on the type of bowling ball. Mostly it's going to be hooking more or curving more. So, I mean, then that benefits the straighter bowlers because then they could move in just a little bit and their ball can hit the pocket perfectly. Well, that was a Brooklyn there on lane 13, but when it's on your screen, we got a washout. But again, back to my breakdown of the oil pattern. It does make a difference, but to me, it's always benefited the women bowlers.
All right, let's check out Niagara Falls, who is in our second bay over here. The second bay of the night, we see their second game score is in. They have a total of 1,663 pins knocked down in 2 games. Right now, they're in about the 5th spot in Division 1.
Yep. Actually, so I'm going to go ahead and do a refresh of the standings real quick. See if we got any more scores in. Got Airport Lanes.
Again, we are Airport Lanes for the Section 6 Large School Bowling Championships.
All right, so Clarence threw a team game of 738 last game, and Catmore threw 864.
So game 3 scores are starting to roll in. And with those game 3 scores, it's Kenmore and Clarence on top. Keep in mind, it's only 2 teams, so we could very well see a Lancaster Orchard Park jump ahead of them.
Definitely. And then Kailyn Weber had a $193 game, so 654 in the first set. That is not a bad score at all. Actually, relatively higher than I was expecting coming in. I was expecting low 6 to mid high 5s. And by high 5s, I mean high 500s. But having a 654 series is a really, really good start to the day.
We had 4 300 bowlers yesterday, including one from Kenmore, Jake Willard. Can you just give us an idea, contextualize what that fleet is like to have 4 300 games in one tournament like this?
So for high school, it's a really good sign that the bowlers are locked in, and it's actually really good. Again, the pattern they're bowling on is this pattern that the New York State Public High School Athletic Association chose. So the more that everyone's familiar with their shot, the better. And again, I believe 2 of the 3 that shot 300 yesterday, or 4 that shot 300, actually made it to states. And so being comfortable and having those 300s makes you a lot more confident going into the state finals in Syracuse.
As you're seeing Bill North up, that's in our far camera bay. Lanes, you're getting an idea, lane 1 is on the left side of your screen. You're seeing, I think that's lane 6 towards the right side of your screen. We have Clarence, who's right in front of us from our end. We're going to try to get a camera on them later. Bowling ahead, they have one of the top bowlers, Sarah Zuklik, has 619 through 3 games. Looking to become one of the top 3 bowlers in for both tournaments, not just this one. Your top 3 for both of them. You do get an automatic bid as an individual bowler, unless your team happens to win wins the Division 1 or Division 2 title. So these girls up top bowling for states, whether it's as an individual, as part of your team. So we'll see how they bring it up. So it's kind of interesting. You don't see that in a lot of sports. The only thing I can think of is wrestling, where they have the individual, the main thing is the individual, but they've also added the dual meet team element. So, but those are separate tournaments. Here, it's the same tournament happening at the same time. You're competing for your team, or your teams competing against each other, and individuals competing against each other as well.
Exactly. So this is kind of what we would. If there were, the only thing that there is in it here is doubles. If there was a doubles event, this would be considered an all-event type of tournament, because then you got singles, doubles, team, and then you get entrance. So, like, I mean, that's going to be mostly the area's USBC Association tournament. So, like, personally in Jamestown, there's that style. Of Buffalo, I believe there's also a trios tournament up here. But here you're just doing team and individual. But you're trying to get your team first. Your team comes first. You're trying to get your team to states. The individual accolades is a bonus. You're just trying to get your team, you and your best friends, to states in Syracuse, which is that spare and strike there.
All right, on that note, why don't we take a break? Jeremy, I'll take a break. We're starting about the fourth game here. So we'll be back with more. You're watching Section 6 Bowling Championships on WNY Athletics.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Welcome back to Airport Lanes in Cheektowaga. This is the Section 6 Girls Large School Bowling Finals. Again, large school is going to be in the morning. Small school is going to be at night. In the afternoon, so they're bowling 6 games in a row. And if you are looking for the small schools, they are going to be in the afternoon. We will also have that right here on Western New York Athletics. I'm joined by Jeremy Becker as we have a couple cameras up watching the different action happening. Let's see, pull up our camera one. We get a quick shot to your right is Clarence, and who. We're not going to see up yet, but in a little bit, has one of the top bowlers right now, Zara Zukla.
Yep, and right now she's actually on a turkey. So she's throwing the ball incredibly well. I mean, looks like she's been having a strong season. She is, in fact, a pool bowler for her school.
Now, I was a little confused on this yesterday. So what exactly, and I'm still a little confused, to be honest now, what exactly does that mean if you're a pool bowler?
So a pool bowler is basically one that has probably the best, they would say the best chance to make it to states, an easier ticket, because they're in the top 5.
And that's the whole tournament.
Right, your whole tournament, and your team, non-pool bowler can make it too. They just have to try a little bit harder. I was a pool bowler in 2015. I didn't bowl so good, so I got the boot. I didn't make the cut for states. But it's just a way for the schools to be represented in states. And they have a pool. And in case, like, say someone, actually just when someone misses the cut, the next pool bowler will be brought in. Or, like, say again, a school is going, the next choice is going to be a pool bowler over a non-pool bowler, depending on the day.
Gotcha.
So, anyways, nice shot right there for Clarence. But
yeah, the very far right side of your screen, you just had a strike.
Yep, and then a beautiful shot for Northtown. Tonawanda comes in a little bit light, leaves a 2-pin. And again, here is Sarah Zollett right in front of us, Francis. Beautiful ball, just comes through it so beautifully. Leaves a little ring and 10 pin right there, but she's been throwing the ball beautifully all day.
That was on the right side of your kind of screen there. One pin, unfortunately, was left up, but she does have a turkey, and right now, without her score added, she has 97 with 2 spares and 3 strikes. So I would imagine after this, her score is going to jump up pretty well.
Yeah, she's gonna. If she spares here, she'll have a 117 in the 5th frame, which is a really, really good start for a game. She got it. Beautiful spare there by Sarah Zollett of Clarence. So, again, now you see Northtown Tonawanda on your screen. I've been trying to get the school in the middle between these two teams.
You know what? I think that's Kenmore. It looks like I see the Kenmore coach over there, so that is Kenmore, where we have 2 of the top female bowlers right now through 3 games, Kailyn Weber, and a lot of impressions.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of impressions. 235, 164, 158, 557. And again, I'm just going to scroll down the list. A lot of Clarence bowlers. Madison Blazak, Kailyn Willard, Mackenzie Blazak. So we got sisters on the team. Leanie Fraz. Or cousins. That's very true. But we got again, we're still waiting scores from Orchard Park and Lancaster. And I believe Amherst. Yep. So we're just waiting for scores in the top 25.
So it looks like there's a bit of a lull in some of our I noticed in some of our other ones there's a bit of a break. So I'm assuming game 4 has wrapped up now for most of these teams. As I see Will North is on a bit of a break. NT, most of them are on a break. Or actually, no, they're not in a break.
No, they're in game 4, actually. I think we actually started in game 5 or game 3, mid-game 3. So this is actually game 4 right now.
So we're about to see Will North. We don't have it up on your screen, but we'll bring it up a little once they get going. They're going to be starting on game 5 already of a 6-game set. Is the speed, they've been here, since 8? So this has only been 2 hours or so through almost 4 games. Is that the speed you expect? Is that a little faster?
It's a little faster than I expected, but that's also a good pace. Girls are going to want to set their own tempos. So when they get comfortable, I mean, the guys do it too. Don't get me wrong, the boys bowlers do it too, but everyone's going to set their own tempo, and it looks like some teams are ahead of the others. So again, some are going to enter game 4, some are going to enter game 5. I mean, they started bowling probably around 8:20. Francis goes after the ceremony.
That's right.
And then the national anthem.
So it's an hour and a half.
And then 10 minutes of practice on top of it.
So you're really talking an hour and a half, and you're already 4 games through.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is when the oil pattern starts to break down a little bit more. More oil gets picked up by those bowling balls. Nice shot on your far right screen leaves a 4-7, which for writing is actually a somewhat uncommon leave. You don't normally see a righty unless their ball comes in really, really light or it barely touches the head pin.
All right, hold on. It looks like Williamsville North and lane 3. It looks like they're getting started on their next lane.
Yep, that ball is a little bit light right there for a left-hander. Leaves a swishing 10 pin on the lane number 3.
Is that harder to get for a lefty, that pin over there?
No, actually, it's a lot easier because we don't have to directly shoot at it. We could curve the ball towards it, which makes it easier for us. Actually, she's right-handed.
Oh, you're right-handed.
She may be okay, so what she's doing is she's going into the 1-2 pocket, kind of a backup. So that's a little harder for a righty than it is a lefty, but it's the lefty equivalent or the righty equivalent of leaving a 7 pin. So you got to hook at it across alley, or you can throw it straight at it. Oh, sorry about that.
Mackenzie Lysak of Clarence.
Mackenzie?
Mackenzie Lysak Clarence just hit a strike on the 8th frame of her 4th game.
Yep. Beautiful shot there. Oh, ringing 10 right there on your far right of your screen. That was Sarah Zulik. Oh, that was such a beautiful shot. Just the way her ball's rolling today. She's throwing it well. Her arm swing is very straight and very, like, when I say straight, a bowling swing is going to be a pendulum. And when she gets straight back cleanly and then she follows through beautifully. Right there, full follow through. So when I say a full follow through, I mean her arm goes above her head.
On the follow through.
After releasing it, yeah. So if like you see like someone like who does that and they go like this a little bit, they're in trouble.
You mean like the hitchhiker
move? Right, or like if they're gonna try to go straight directly above their head. If they're either left or right of it, I'm a lefty, so if I'm left, I'm gonna go in the gutter. If I'm right of it, I might hit the head. Pretty much straight. You want to keep your arm straight, and then if you want to hook the bowling ball, you want to make sure your thumb is facing the sky. Is how I was taught. And then you just tilt your wrist just a little bit at the bottom of the swing, and then you just move your fingers like for instance, imagine your ring finger being pushed down while you're pushing your middle finger up. And then that will create hook.
All right, Jeremy, why don't we take a look at our scores? We can actually pull them up on our screens.
Yep.
We can show you who's in charge right now. It's Kailyn Weber. Kailyn Weber of Kenmore right now 6:54 behind Zara Zulik, 6:19. Looks like all these individual bowlers have 3 games in. And then it's Alana Prentice, also from Kenmore, 557 pins, knocked down through 3 games.
Yep, Megan Walker as well, 149, 223, 181. So that's a very solid set.
And I see a Kaylin Willard in here. Remember, we talked about him earlier. Jake Willard had a 300, so I'm not quite sure if there's a relation. I would imagine there would be. But you see 4 Kenmore ladies in that's the top 8, looking by it?
Yep.
The top 8. So Kenmore ladies thrown up very strong at the Section 6 tournament this morning.
Yeah, top 7 actually, so.
In the meantime, why don't we check on the division? Yeah, this is what decides who goes to states. Right now,
let me reset that.
Yeah, let's refresh that. Meanwhile, we'll take a look at Niagara Falls. They're in our second bay. You can see.
Oh my goodness! All right, so can we?
Wait, actually, all right. We just saw a strike from this bowler at Niagara Falls, so a good hit for her team. Why don't we go back to the scoreboard?
All right, yes, let's go back to the scoreboard. Orchard Park had a game 3 of 10-19. So they lead the way with 29-39 in Class A.
For those who don't know bowling that well, put in perspective a 10-19.
A 10-19 for 5 is above a 200 average. In fact, I think it's a 202 team average. Let me just double check my math. It's around that area. It's a 203.8 team average, so that's for girls bowling, that's a really great score.
So that means they've likely had 5 bowlers who were around 200 pins.
Yes, exactly.
So yeah, that puts them in the lead over the other teams with 3 games in. See, that's about 150 pins over second place Lancaster. Kenmore's now in 4 with 2,700 pins, and they have about a 100-pin lead over Clarence.
Yep.
So yeah, Orchard Park making an early claim for the Section 6 large school title. Of course, Orchard Park has a strong bowling history. They were competing at the very top with Frontier yesterday in the boys. So the girls hoping to make their way to states this year. That'll again be taking place in Syracuse. It'll be about a month from now. I believe it'll be the 13th and 14th. If I can just pull my.
March 12th for the boys, March 13th for the girls, yes. I believe.
Yep, and that will be in Syracuse.
Strike and Spare, yep, Syracuse lanes, which is doubled this. I mean, there's a lot of bowling, there's a lot of lanes here. Imagine two sides of them. Francis, imagine with 2 sets of bays on each side, and there's just one middle area. That's what it's like at Strike and Spare up in Syracuse.
So this has, I think, 3 or 4 bays at the airport?
Yep. So
4 bays?
Yeah,
4 bays. So that's double it.
It's
saying 8 bays?
Yep, and they're like in the middle, like they mirror each other. So.
Oh, so instead of being a long cross, they're kind of in front of each other.
Yeah, there's this.
Like it's more of a square.
Right. So like there'll be a set of lanes behind us, and then there'll be a set of lanes in front of us.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, that's how big it is again. So a double right here for Sarah Zolik of Clarence.
And we have Niagara Falls back up. Why don't we see how Niagara Falls is doing before we
I guess we switched.
We switched. We're back. I believe.
We're back in Niagara Falls.
Let's keep it on Niagara Falls for a second.
Let's keep it on Niagara Falls.
Yeah, we believe that's Niagara Falls up here with the. I believe I saw an NF, and obviously you can see the blue and yellow. Why don't we check how now is Niagara Falls doing right now?
They are in 6th place with a 25-48. Games of 739, 924, and 885.
And what would they, and how much would they need to improve really in order to make it contention really for the top spot, possibly make their way to states?
Continue with 900 games pretty much, or 900 team or plus. I would say, because Orchard Park's already shot 1,000. And right there, it looks like a missed bear, which is a 7-pin. And again, it can be difficult depending on the oil pattern, Francis. That's why on a house shot, they're going to hook the ball towards the opposite side, and on a sport shot, they're going to, or like this is a modified house shot, they're going to throw relatively straight because there's more oil. And if you try to hook the ball in the middle of the lane, it's just not going to happen. The more oil on the lane, the less hook there's going to be.
All right, on that note, why don't we take a break? Again, we're at the airport lanes in Cheektowaga for the Section 6 Large School Girls Championships. We'll come back with more coverage. You're watching Section 6 Bowling on WNY Athletics.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
All right, welcome back to Airport Lanes in Cheektowaga for the Section 6 Bowling Large School Final. For those of you just tuning in, they're doing things a little differently this year. Usually they do all small and large school together with 2 sessions, 3 games in the morning, 3 games in the afternoon. This is how they're going to do it different. They're going to put all the large schools together, and they're just doing 6 games in a row. Then they're going to do in the afternoon, they're going to have the small schools come in and do 6 games in a row. So if you're looking for a small school, we'll be back in the afternoon. You'll be able to catch that right here again on Western New York Athletics. But I am joined alongside Jeremy Becker. And Jeremy, let's see. We got a bunch of we had a couple game 4 scores already in. So most of these teams are, let's see, I think we have Clarence is already starting game 5. in front of us. So what have you seen so far from this morning session?
A lot of high scores, actually. It's higher than I anticipated. A lot of accuracy and a lot quicker tempo than I thought it was going to be. Again, these girls are actually in game 5 quicker than the boys were. And I'm not sure if that's just because the girls are more focused than the boys today, or they're making their shots better than the boys. But again, they're just seem to be going quicker. Right now in first place overall in individual, we don't have our game 4 scores yet, but Krista Perrin of Orchard Park with games of 226, 215, and 224. Just missing the 222 average mark with a 665. So that's 1 pin away, Francis. That's a dangerous number in bowling.
1 pin away for that's
666. That's a very dangerous in bowling. That's a very dangerous score.
Huh?
Well, yeah.
Although you don't see it in a lot of other sports, I assume.
No. So like we see, and we're just like, oh, great. I'm cursed for the next week. So again, Kailyn Weber, we have her game 3 score of 204, 257, 193, 654. So she averaged about 218 actually.
As you see, we just pulled up our new camera view. We have Kenmore up there, and then Orchard Park is kind of to the right of that screen. 2 of the top teams we're kind of seeing in right now, and of course we saw the 2 top bowlers are from Orchard Park and Kenmore respectively. So we'll keep an eye on those as we get now into the later half of this 6-game set.
Yep, right now I'm just refreshing to see if we have any scores. We don't have any team scores from Lancaster, Orchard Park, North Tonawanda, Amherst, Niagara Falls. Actually, pretty much the whole pack except for Clarence and Kenmore, who did put in game 4 scores, with scores of 809 for Kenmore and 831 of Clarence. So that's about what I expected the scores to be. But again, that's not a sly at the girls at all. It's just in some aspects, what I've noticed is girls bowling scoring is just a little bit lower than the guys. But I mean, as the years go along, I have no doubt they're pretty much going to be the same in average. And I personally enjoy, because I help out with the Randolph girls team, just watching the evolution of women's bowling has been amazing. There's the PWBA tour, which was founded in 2015. Well, restarted in 2015, and that's getting more and more popular. Colleges are starting to pick up more women's bowling, so there's more NCAA chances for these girls to bowl collegiately. And the World Bowling Tour, which is both men and women, just, again, lots of skill here, and I wouldn't doubt if we've seen some of these girls go collegiate.
Let me ask you this question. You've been around both games at the youth level. For those, who might not be used to know the difference, what's really the difference between the boys' game and the girls' game right now? Is there different approaches usually? How does that work?
So in the men's game, there's more two-handers, and two-handers are able to create a little bit more power. Girls' bowling is a little more traditional and very focused on fundamentals. And at least down in the southern tier, girls' teams are always willing to listen a little bit more. And the guys do too, don't get me wrong, but when they get frustrated, I've noticed that the girls will slow down, take a breath, and listen, whereas the guys will go, well, I know that.
So the guys, it's more of a power game.
Yep.
Girls, ladies, it's more a finesse game.
Yes. So guys are strength, girls are finesse. I mean, it works. Again, like I said, girls don't have as much rev rate as the guys do. That's why they're going to rely on the dryer boards and the accuracy. And the dryer boards is the boards outside of the second arrow on the Kegel Main Street version 2. So.
All right, now you're seeing up. We got to look at. We moved our cameras around slightly, so right now you're seeing a little better shot of Clarence, and then we believe that's Lancaster, kind of to the right, and then to the right, and then on the far right side is North Tonawanda. You see a lady here go for a spare.
That is the 4-7, beautifully cleaned up.
Again, we're at the Section 6 Girls Large School Bowling Championships here at Airport Lanes. Small schools will happen later this afternoon. We'll be come by around maybe 2:30 around the fourth game of that one. So we won't have all 6 games of that just like this, but we will have the second half of it for sure. And then of course the award ceremony, as well as they announce who will go off to states to represent Section 6 for the girls. Yesterday, of course, we had the boys championships here at Airport Lane. In Division 1, it was Frontier, and then Division 2, it was Maryvale, as well with Aiden Longo, who had one of 4 300 games yesterday in that boys tournament. We had 3 just in the large schools.
And again, we got Lancaster, and now we got Kenmore.
And Kenmore, one of the top teams right now in the division through 4 games in. They're 35-12. We still got to wait for a bunch of teams to bring in their 4-game scores. We'll see how they end up. But Kenmore has a bunch of individual bowlers doing very well. I mentioned earlier they had about, well, actually we'll bring it up now, who they have. You know, Jake Willard yesterday from Kenmore was one of those 4 bowlers who had a perfect game. And the Kenmore ladies are still doing pretty well individually right now, right?
Yeah, they're doing really great. You got Kailyn Weber, Alana Prentice, and Kailyn Willard. Megan Walker so far round out the Kenmore team. Actually, 4 of their 5 bowlers is up there.
In the what, top 8 or top
1? The top 6. So around the top 5, only Clarence has 2 in the top 5. So we got Zara Zulik, 247, 203, 169, but recovered beautifully for a 212 game.
Keep in mind, Kenmore scores have 4 games in. Some of these here, we're still waiting on game 4s. Like we're waiting for Krista Perini only from Orchard Park, only 3 games in for her. So we'll see what happens once her game 4 scores go in. So again,
and Bridget,
this is all flexible. It's based on how fast they get these scores in. So none of this is set in stone.
Right, and like Bridget Cake from North Tonawanda, 215, 231, 189, 635. So we're waiting for her game 4 set. I believe they might be bowling that right now, actually. Looks like a 4 over there. If only had a runner. But. All right, we got the Kenmore girls up on the screen right now. We're switched to the Niagara Falls girls. 10-pin conversion picked up beautifully. It looks like a 5-pin right here on the left. That's pretty easy if you miss that. Normally you have to buy everyone around.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, not in high school.
It is high school, so it's soda. But when you get into the plus 21 leagues, if you miss a 5-pin, you're buying your team around.
Oh boy.
And it's actually kind of embarrassing because the joke is not everyone who misses the 5-pin. So if you miss the 5-pin, yeah, you have to do the walk of shame. Beautiful shot there by Laney Fraz. Laney Fraz, that's how you pronounce that name, as she just corrected me. So she threw a beautiful ball right there. Really strong start to this 5th game. So, you know.
Yeah, she has, let's see, 5 strikes and a spare through 6 frames in this 5th game.
203, 191, 151, 152. So 697, but recovering beautifully here. Again, we're waiting for scores from Krista Perrin of Orchard Park and Bridget Cake, North Tonawanda. So those 2 can still jump up really high. I'm going to go ahead and do another refresh of individuals because by now everyone's in game 5. So yeah, again, Orchard Park 872. And then West Seneca 847 that last game. Still waiting on results from a couple of individuals that actually, we got some individual bowlers too that came in, like from Jamestown. We have 2, Addison Capolino and Abby Derby. Right now, Abby Derby is in, I believe, she is 39th with a 536, and Abby's very capable of picking up any time. Again, I coach the junior bowling program. I've seen Abby bowl. She's more than capable. And then you got, any of these girls right here can really make a jump, like Megan Kapsiak of Lancaster, Ashley Roca. She's solid 2. Ashley Roca of Williamsville North, 214 and 197, so that's nothing to scoff at. Allie Ventry of Niagara Falls, 235, 202, so she keeps on that 200 pace. Francis, she's going to be right up there in the top 25, and possibly the top 10, top 6.
Why don't we check back on the team scores? It looks like Orchard Park's numbers came in. I want to see how that affected there. So, okay, so right now we do have Orchard Park in the late game. So our top 3 teams have 4 games in. Let's look at these. Orchard Park, 38-11, and they're about, 300 pins ahead of Kenmore, who also has 4 games in, is at 35-12. So Orchard Park trying to make their way to Syracuse next month. They have a commanding lead through 4 games.
Yeah, and some of the, again, like Clarence here, game 5.
And it's Clarence is on the heels of Kenmore right now, 34-35. About 50 pins or so, maybe 70 pins or so behind Kenmore through 4 games.
All right. Beautiful strike by Madison there of Clarence. But again, on our screen we have the scoreboard, and then I'm going to go Class B. We have West Seneca. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll keep it on there. Sorry, I was giving bad directions. I apologize.
Okay.
That was my fault.
All right. Well, we all make mistakes. We will move on. How about that?
All right. What's like in Class B? Who can win the Class B?
All right. Right now, Class B is West Seneca with a 744, 718, but they're the only ones with game 4. And they recovered nicely, 794 to an 847. That jump is this is a very good jump right there.
Now,
sorry, I meant to do a wow.
Yeah, but yeah, let's refresh it for now. Again,
no.
All right, looks like why don't we get on one of the screens? It looks like there's a computer error with inserting stuff. I'm sure they'll take care of that in a little bit. Right now, you're looking back at Kenmore.
That's impressive.
We've talked about them, 2 of the top teams right now, going for that in Division 1. Also, Kenmore, we mentioned, has some of the top bowlers individually at this event.
Wow. Whoopsie. So, yeah, no one's been able to throw a 999 game. That is just impossible.
All right, so meanwhile, why don't we check in on, go to the other bay, which, see where there's some, actually, we'll keep it here, yeah. Trying to see where the action is. Yeah, we have Kenmore is up. Lady Kenmore is trying to take, she's on the 7th frame. And she gets a strike. Great job for her. We'll try to find out as we move on. Get the names of the big bowlers. Try to get their final shots on here as they compete, either to represent either with their teams or individually have a chance to compete for states.
That was a bigger mistake than 377 that we saw yesterday. There we go. Looks like Niagara. Well, nope. They're still waiting for Niagara Falls.
All right. You know what? On that note, why don't we take a break? Most of these teams are about in Game 5 already. I think all of these teams are now in Game 5.
Yep.
You're Game 5 of 6, so we'll take a short break. You're watching Section 6 Bowling on Western New York Athletics.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
So, everyone, welcome back to Section 6 Girls Large School Finals here at AMF Airport Lanes in Tonawanda, New York. Jeremy Becker along with Francis Beck. On your screen right now, you got the leader, Delaney Horbet. 190, 246, 180, and she's up right now. Beautiful game. 10 in the pit, an absolute beautiful shot. So, strike to start out in this fifth game for Delaney Horbet. Again, she is a pull bowler, 871 total pinfall, so that is an average of around 220, actually. Because 880 divided by 4 is 220. Jimmy's going to do some math and sing for Western New York. I'm going to sing for Western New York. 217.75 is her average.
75 average.
217.75, but it's just 217.
217 average.
Yep, and her lowest game is a $180 or 180.
Krista Perrin is in second right now through 4 games, 853.
Yeah, that 188 game. That 188 game hurt. She got it! Wow. That was Sarah Zolik of Clarence. So I believe we got that just converted the 3, 6, 7, 10 split. Nice shot right there by Madison. See if I can find her.
Oh, we just had it up to
Oh, this is touchscreen.
Madison Balzac. Blazak?
Blazak?
Blazak, correct. Yeah, Madison Blazak.
I also didn't realize this was touchscreen.
I didn't realize either.
That's going to make this so much easier. So, oh my goodness, Clarence, 3 games above 200, 2 games above 210, 144, 195. That is a solid team game. That is going to be a solid 9. Goodness. I want to say 963. Yeah, that's a solid 963 game for Clarence.
And let's check out what that will do for the 963 game. I mean, that's more than 100 what they had in game 4.
Talk about a recovery there, Francis.
And that
will let's just do a quick refresh here. Again, we just found out this is touchscreen, and for Francis and I, that helps out a lot better than using that trackpad.
all right, let's see what
Kenmore had a 946 game.
940. That's through 5 games though. So right now they're in the lead with 5 games with 44-58. We'll see once Orchard Park scores and Clarence scores and Lancaster's game 5 scores where things will stand. Then.
Exactly. So looks like Horbet, who's still in the. Actually, we don't have the game 5 scores, but again, Kailyn Weber of Kenmore, 256, 1068.
That sounds like that's a very good recovery.
That
for her.
that is a 98 pin recovery there, Francis. That is amazing. I don't care if you're a boy or a girl bowler. That is an amazing recovery. Because normally it's actually the opposite. You don't recover, you fall because your arm gets tired as these games go on.
All right, and in front of actually we're on the Kenmore screen, so we'll keep it there. You mentioned Kailyn Weber, nice recovery. As we see this Kenmore team up there, Orchard Park also doing well. They're kind of on the right side of your screen right now. They're recovering.
Lancaster got all strikes in that, and that's what we would call a star frame, Francis. A star frame is when a team gets all strikes.
And you can see that Lancaster team celebrating right in front of you. And on the right side of your screen, see another strike for Clarence.
Yep. Again, Lancaster and Delaney Horbet has so far a turkey.
Perrin's up right now in her 10th. I see that's Christina. Perrin is up right now.
She has a $188 game. Is that for Orchard Park?
On the right side of your screen.
All right. Again, we're just trying to get Perrin up. She throws the ball. That's 10 in the pit for Perrin. And now we're back to Lancaster on your screen. And Lancaster, a school rival of my alma mater, Jamestown, but the talent level at Lancaster and Orchard Park is amazing.
And I noticed right here the way they set the lanes, North Tonawanda is going to be the buffer between Orchard Park and Lancaster. And I'll tell you what, I know a lot of people from both sides of that rivalry, they do not like each other. So North Tonawanda, here's the Lumberjacks are doing a good job of being the buffer between those two rivals.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, everyone in ECIC Division I is rivals. And even the south, when we go to the South ECIC school in Jamestown, the actually further South ECIC school, not in bowling, they're CCAA, even though I don't know, that's a weird technicality. So they bowl in CCAA, but they're technically supposed to be the size of ECIC.
Yeah, so you notice in a lot of sports like basketball, they play in ECIC just because the school size is back out.
Yeah, so yeah, that's just because I'm not sure. I heard it was just a lot of administrative problems. They wouldn't release the kids early enough to go to Buffalo. So,
Yeah, I think
so they made
it's a long travel.
yeah,
for
it's
sure.
not- and it's very understandable. So they made the agreement to go into CCAA. So Delaney Horbet had a split. She got the most of the count on that one. So Buck 22 in the sixth is still a very good game. Again, on your screen you got Lancaster, you got North Tonawanda on your left, and you got Clarence on your right. Nice shot there by Eleni Foz. Again, she corrected me on how to pronounce her name. And again, let's see if we have any more scores updated. Again, having a touchscreen helps out a lot better because sometimes the mouse pad just.
Again, we are at the airport lanes for the Section 6 Girls Large School Championships.
Wow, that was a late fall there on the far right on lane 14. A late fall of the 7 pin for the strike. Again, we're still waiting for some game 4 scores, but meanwhile, Kenmore is putting their game 5 scores. Kenmore is going to be able to go into game 6, and it's not even 11 o'clock.
Yeah, these girls are moving along so fast.
It's actually faster than the boys did. I actually think a good majority of these schools are in game 4 or 5. Maybe actually 5 and 6. So Brooklyn
with another strike.
Yeah, Brooklyn strike there for Sarah Zolik of Clarence, who's on the opening 3-bagger. Now that's a great way to start. Clarence starting to pick up the momentum here. They're riding the momentum of their 100-pin recovery from last game, Francis. Again, on your screen, you got Lancaster, you got Clarence, you got North Tonawanda. Not in that order. Swishing, crumbles the bucket, opening 4-bagger in game 6. Shot for Lancaster, clean spare right there for Delaney Horbet. She had the 3-6, cleaned it up beautifully. Big 4 could not be converted, but she'll be able to shake that one off. That one's inside a little bit. Leaves the 6, 9, 10. Again, the momentum is starting to build here for at least Clarence, and then you got Lancaster too in division. Let's see if we have anything. Let's refresh.
You know what, on that note, actually, while we're refreshing that, why don't we take a break? And then we'll refresh and make sure we get all these scores in. As Sarah Zuklik hits another strike. Well, what do they call that?
That is a ham bone.
Ham bone, okay.
That's a ham bone.
Ham bone for Sarah Zuklik. Oh, and I'm told Kailyn Weber had 4 in a row as well to start.
All right, so she has a Laney has the opening 5-bagger. So 4 in a row is ham bone, 5 in a row is 5-bagger, 6 in a row is 6-pack. So crumbled the bucket there, but again, I think now is a good time to take a break, Francis.
Yeah, why don't we take a short break? We're going to get our bearings together. We have a couple bowlers with a couple strikes in a row, so we'll get our bearings together, and we'll be back with more coverage at the Section 6 bowling finals. You're watching bowling on Western New York Athletics.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When you're ready to buy a home, start your search at howardhanna.com. You'll be the first to see new listings, find similar properties, and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Does he do car?
Forget about it.
How about home?
Forget about it.
Does he get good rates?
Forget about it.
And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy?
Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, this is Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF. And...
All right, we're back at Airport Lanes, and you can hear the crowds going. Oh, did I turn that too loud for you, Jeremy?
Ah! Just kidding. No, you're
All
good.
right, Jeremy. All right, catch us up on clearance because they have been on a roll right in front of us.
We have two girls on the front six and one on the front seven now. That's Delaney Frost. Just a beautiful shot into the 1-2 pocket. The only lefty on her team, actually.
Yeah, we're going to try. Yeah, right now we're looking at Ken Moore. We know Kailyn Weber's off to a good start over there as well. We're going to bring it back.
Beautiful shot there. I mean, this team, oh my goodness. Clarence so far throwing a beautiful game. Lancaster is up there. Is actually not doing the best in this game. And here's a shot from McKenzie on your far left. It leaves a ringing 10 pin.
Yeah, I know.
Then we got Caitlin. I don't have her on my individual results, at least in this page. So Mackenzie dropped her shoulder on that 10-pin conversion. Now here we have the 5-pin for Caitlin. Try to get a last name as quickly as possible. Actually,
well, right now
if I filter a team,
Zuklik is back up. So let's keep an eye on your right side of your screen. Actually, that's not her. That's her teammate up first. Finish off her second one.
What's nice is now I can filter by team. So say we want to focus on some of these girls.
All right, now Zuklik is up.
Yep.
Right side of your screen, the big C in her chest. The back, on her back, I should say.
Oh, she ball went a little high. She pulled it inside. That could have been some nerves right there. And so now, just Laney, the lone lefty. They look over. Nice shot there by Madison Blazak. And Sarah Zulik going for the spare, 3-6, converts it cleanly. Still a great team game right now from Clarence. It looks like from Lancaster we got
Weber's run, I'm told.
Looks like
I'm told Kailyn Weber's run and her 300 is over in the sixth game. She got a spare in the fifth frame. Left the 10th frame up.
Laney's run is over. Leaves the ball in high, left a 6-10, but that is a great run. The front seven is nothing to scoff at. Again, so looks like Delaney Horbet going for a strike, which will give her a 232. Nice shot. Right there. So we got 222 for Lancaster, 232 for Lancaster. But Clarence is just pouring it on in this team game. In the 6th and final game. Again, Lancaster in their 5th game.
I'll tell you who she is. They're all in pigtails and they all have shit in their hair. They all look alike.
I'm being picked. That guy. I apologize, Western New York. My mic is so hot. So Sarah Zolik is up, coming off a spare. So gotta recollect yourself. That was Kailyn Weber, I believe, for Clarence. Yep, Kailyn Weber. Sarah Zolik. Right up, second arrow into the pocket. Beautiful shot. Beautiful, beautiful shot right there. Orchard Park is having a good time down there. As you can see, but here on lane 13 on your far right screen. Now we can switch to Clarence Orchard Park. Nice shot right there by Madison Blazak, who has actually a nice tidy 5-bagger. That's left of right of target and leaves the baby split the 2-7. I've picked this up a time or two in my career. Probably the easiest split.
Perrin's up right now. All right, Perrin is up right now for Orchard Park. She's one of the top bowlers that continue to be possibly hitting for her team and individually.
The Perrin's actually leading with a 1075.
Through 5 games. Most of the 5 games are actually in.
Yeah.
So Perrin looking to be the top bowler in this tournament. Again, small schools still have to go later.
Again, this is going a lot quicker than the boys did. We're around the same pace at this point.
Yeah, we're already in Game 6. I think everybody's in Game 6 at this point.
Lancaster's in Lancaster just started Game 6. Actually, they're only in Game 5. So that ball,
they finished?
They finished Game 5, yeah, but they didn't finish Game 6. At least, see?
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
they just finished Game 5. So
we know. So we know Clarence is in Game 6. So is Kenmore.
Let's see if we have any Game 6 scores. We do not. But Orchard Park 10-31. Again, you see Lancaster, North Tonawanda, and Clarence, or Lancaster and Clarence on your screens. Field conversion by Kailyn Weber right there of the 1-2-4-7. There's a look. Spare conversion. Moves it up. Beautiful conversion there on the 10 pin. That ball's got a hold. All right, trips out of split. That was almost a 4-6-7, but now it's just a 4-7. That is 10 times easier to convert. That's a loft. That ball still went high, so she might have to move. I'd say if you're a laney, you want to move right with your feet. Nice spare right there by Madison Blazak. Laney's on a spare ball right at it. That's going to chop the 4 right off the 7. 2:34. That is a great game. Looks like Clarence is going to have a couple games closer to that 2:30 mark.
So Clarence right now, in 5 games, they were in 3rd, about 60 pins behind Kenmore in 2nd. But with this game, they're going to definitely take a shot at runner-up.
So that was Mackenzie Blazak. She barely touched the 3-pin to have it fall. So that's why I went, whew. Again, right now you're watching Lancaster and Clarence. I don't see North Tonawanda on there, so it's just Clarence. There's Mackenzie Blazak. That shot is in, and it kicks the 10-pin out. $1.55 for Mackenzie. And that's a great way to finish the game. Now Sarah Zulik. That's going to step up for Clarence. Kailyn dropped her shoulder right there. Madison Blazak is also up. So the top 2 bowlers right now for for Clarence are up. On the far lane, you got, on the farthest right of your screen, you got Sarah, and a little bit closer, you've got Madison. That shot was beautiful. Trips the 4-pin out. 228 so far. Ooh, leaves the 4-5 split. I've only picked this up like twice. I mean, I left it twice, but I picked it up twice.
Zuklik, 7 strikes, 2 spares so far in this 6th game.
Yeah.
Could be representing Section 6 on the All-Star team at States.
Very
she's
well.
first going to try to get her team there. Try to get her team there.
Oh, Madison tried to get the 5 to slide into the 4, but it did not work. 225 for her. Sarah, fortunate to kick the 6 or 7-pin out, because that would have been a 6, 7, 10, which is, again, with the 6-pin, it's a little easier. Without the 6-pin, darn near impossible. I can't say it's impossible. It's been converted multiple times, but 7-10 is not easy. It's not easy at all.
All right, we have a scoring update. Christina Perrin from Orchard Park. She has 120 through 7 frames, 4 straight strikes.
Nice. All right, great game right there by Sarah Zulik, and that's going to wrap up Clarence. Beautiful team bowling right there.
So it looks like, according to the screen up here, I see 1,281 right now for Zulik.
That will put her up by a lot.
Well, we don't have anybody out for Game 6, but that's a pretty good score for 6 games.
Yeah, no, that's a solid day.
Certainly in line to represent Section 6 on the All-Star team, but you would like to see if it's enough to get the Red Devils to go to States, as Clarence now is wrapped up. We'll take a look now at Kenmore, as they are right now in 2nd place.
In the 6th game, and it looks like they are getting close to wrapping up Game 6. So, again, that was great team bowling by the girls. And we're still having Orchard Park at a 10:31 game.
You know, I see the Clarence girls in front of us are trying to check their score, seeing if it'll be enough. Olivia Dower has a front 8 for Orchard Park.
Let's see where she is Orchard Park wise. So Caitlin Doward. Olivia Doward?
Yeah, Olivia Doward.
All right, so she has games of 184, 206, 215, 218, 203. 2nd place on Orchard Park.
Let's check. All right, let's check our individual overall standings real quick.
So right now, it's still Delaney Horbet of Lancaster with 1103.
And these scores are through 5 games right now. As you can see, Game 6 is really yet to be put in. Only a couple Game 6s, and they really haven't really changed the top of things.
No, the top is pretty much the same. There's been a couple drops.
You know what? Can we do some quick math? Because we have Zuklik's score. It's 1281 total. Actually, no, we don't know their total. So let's do the math. Let's see. We know Clarence's total. Oh, now I'm confused. Never mind. Let's not do that. Because I'm confused by the score.
All right. Yeah. So we'll hold off for the score right now.
Kenmore and Orchard Park kind of on your right. As they wrap up this 6th game, Orchard Park came into this 5th game with a commanding lead. Let's see if they can keep it. We saw Clarence with a great roll, a great game. Their bowlers did a fantastic job. We'll see if they can make a run for states as well, as we're going to refresh the standings. What do they look like right now?
Right now in Class B, because we haven't really talked about Class B, North Tonawanda leads the way with 34-38.
It looks like they have a command. Well, that's only after 4 games, so we're still waiting on Game 5 results from North Tonawanda.
Well, it looks like they're wrapping up Game 5 right now then. So
Let's check on the Division Division 1 results. Orchard Park through 5 games had about a 200-pin lead. Lancaster is still in it. And then we know they have a couple of individual bowlers who are making a run as well. So we have Clarence after 5 games at 43-98. They finished up Game 6. And I'm trying to see what their total is.
Kenmore on their last bowler.
I don't know if you can make out what their score is for Clarence on this final game, or their final game. You know what? On that note, why don't we get our bearings back together? We'll take a break. Again, get our bearings together, get some of these scores together, see if we can get final results to you, or at least more clear results. We have Clarence finished up. They did a great Game 6. We have Kenmore and Orchard Park wrapping up. We'll see their finish on the other side. You're watching Section 6 Bowling on Western New York Athletics.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
All right, welcome back to Airport Lanes in Cheektowaga, Section 6 Girls Large School Bowling Championships on your screen right now. You can see Williamsville North on the left side, and we believe, and then you can kind of see Orchard Park and Kenmore up.
Orchard and Kenmore wrapped up for the day.
Perrin, who's one of our top bowlers, coming out of, after 5 games, she was second, and she throws a 238 in her 6th game, so that should bring her to about 1,300 right now. She was in second. Delaney Horbet, who we're waiting for final scores on, was in first after Game 5 with just over 1,100 pins.
All right.
Dower for Orchard Park, Olivia Dower at a 2:47. That was her game high in game 6, so she finishes off on the right foot. Again, where these 6 scores are just starting to come in unofficially, so we're trying
Grand
to get
Island
them.
finished up.
Yeah, so hopefully they will soon make their way on the website, and we'll see how they kind of stack up.
Right, so at Start Point, Kenmore just finished up. So again, Lockport also finishing up.
We'll take a look at North Tonawanda. It looks like last check they were in the lead for the Class B title. They will not. That's not a championship that will take them to stakes, but they will get to take a banner home back to the Lumber City.
Clarence had a 10:08 game, 54:06. I mean, if Lancaster can't get, well,
And I'm only seeing. I mean, Orchard Park in Game 5 had a 10:31, so a 10:08. That's probably one of our, maybe our second best team game out of anybody here at the tournament.
besides Orchard Park, yes, because Orchard Park had a 10:31 and a 10:19. So, North Tonawanda's Game 5 result was in 9:43, so they're leading 4:38 over Niagara Wheatfield. So North Tonawanda looking to take care of some action in Class B. Anyways, on your screen, I believe we do have North Tonawanda. So I'm going to go to individual results there, and we're going to filter to North Tonawanda. The Lumberjacks, led by Bridget Cake, scores of 189, 215, 231, 162, and 195. Again, we do not have her third game up, but so far she has 2 spares. Delaney spares for Lancaster. That was on your far right of your screen. It looks like, that is a 2-4-7-9 or 2-4-5-7. That's a difficult leave, actually. Bailey Glass, again for North Tonawanda. Second place, barely, not barely, by a whopping 60 pins. So again, these scores. Sarah Zulik, it's 1281 so far, and I think, depending on what Delaney does here, that might be enough. But we also don't have Kristen Perrin. So, still.
Well, I mean, you're looking at, okay, so you look at, let's take Delaney Horbet, who we don't have yet. So she is right now, she's down maybe, 180 or so. I mean, she could, Horbet has a chance to get Zuklik's score.
Right.
We know Perini, we got her score, I should say Perrin, finished with a 238 to her score, so she's going to be in the 1300 range.
So she's probably going to be up there. And
oh, wait a minute.
Delaney is up right now.
We have Perrin's total, just came in unofficially, 13-13, so that would put her at the top spot.
Right, and Delaney just threw a strike. Oh, no, never mind. She threw a 10 pin on lane number 11 for Lancaster.
And keep in mind, Orchard Park, if we check those scores, why don't we bring up why don't we bring up those division results? Orchard Park again has a very good chance of possibly making it in the top spots between somebody else. It's probably going to be, I would say probably Zuklik and Perrin are still going. One of them will compete for their team. The other will compete as an all-star for Section 6.
Definitely. I mean, it's such good bowling today by these girls.
It looks like they really came to show in the Section 6 championships, which is what you hope when you get to an event like this, that, end of the season, time to punch your ticket to states, you really show up, and it seems like these girls are doing a fantastic job and bowling some of their best games that they've had all season long. Really seems like.
They really are, and it's just been incredible to watch these awesome athletes bowl. Again, we have a lot of unofficial scores. Looks like all scores for Game 5 are in. And the top 25 are in right now through 5.
Looks like we brought up Niagara Falls, which is in our other bay. How is Niagara Falls doing?
Niagara Falls, the result by class, is in 5th in their class.
At about 81 through 5 games, so it looks like they're in the middle of game 6. So we'll get those scores
They
later.
are 6th overall in the entire division.
Yep, Division 1.
So, just 21 or 22 pins above Niagara Wheatfield. So
it looks like, unofficially, it looks like Perrin will make it to states. She is the top bowler in Section 6, 13-13. And I don't think anyone is going to be able to, anyone who doesn't have a score and is going to be able to pass her. She passes everybody who's on top right now with 6 games in. And I don't know if anybody
Delaney unfortunately looks like she's struggling.
Yeah, I don't know if Horbet is going to be able to pass. So Perrin should be the top bowler out of this. The question will be, will the Quakers win their team event, and will she compete as an individual or as part of her Quaker team?
189 is going to get her 1292 for Delaney Horbet, and that's if she strikes out. So it does look like Perrin is going to be the one to represent Section 6 like we've been speculating all along. Again, still plenty of bowling. A lot of teams wrapping up. It looks like down there we got, right on your screen right now, we got Niagara Falls.
Yeah, Niagara Falls. When we pull up North Tonawanda for a second, Lancaster's kind of to the right. They're 2 teams that are left up, really left up. You have, I think, Will North is just wrapping up, but again, Clarence has wrapped up. Orchard Park, Kenmore has wrapped up. They had some great individual bowlers. Once we get those scores in, we'll see how it all shakes out, see if anybody from Kenmore can make it in.
Yeah, Williamsville North just started their 6th game.
Oh, they just started their 6th game.
Williamsville North just started their 6th game, so I guess we didn't have a score for them. So we'll go all the way down here to Williamsville North. Yeah, they just finished their 5th game, actually. Oh. All right.
Yeah, Williamsville North's a little bit behind, but a lot of the top teams have wrapped up. Again, Clarence, Orchard Park.
We haven't even gotten scores from Amherst.
Kenmore.
Amherst, we haven't gotten the fourth game yet.
So, yeah, we're still waiting a couple of that. So I think on that note, we'll take a short break again, and we'll be back in a little bit. Hopefully we have some more scores officially in. We can tell you more who will make it to states to represent Section 6, both as the team and as the individual. Again, you're watching the Section 6 bowling finals on Western New York Athletics.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When you're ready to buy a home, start your search at howardhanna.com. You'll be the first to see new listings, find similar properties, and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Does he do car?
Forget about it.
How about home?
Forget about it.
Does he get good rates?
Forget about it.
And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy?
Forget about it. Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, this is Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF. And...
All right, welcome back to Airport Lanes in Cheektowaga. This is the Section 6 bowling finals, girls large school. For those of you just tuning in, we're wrapping up the large school session. Unlike previous years, they're splitting up the large and small schools. They're doing all of the 6 games for large school in the morning. They're going to clear everything out after a quick award ceremony, bring in the small schools, and they'll do 6 in a row in the small schools. And speaking of that small school tournament, which will bring you the second half of, so say around 2:30 or so, we'll be back with a brand new stream to bring you about games 4, 5, 6 of the small school. So speaking of that, Jeremy, who are some of the teams we'll see, and do you know any of the bowlers that we'll see in this afternoon session?
So in Class C, we'll see Alden. I don't know too much about them. Cheektowaga has a really good anchor girl. Dunkirk has always had a strong team. They've gone to states a couple of times as Class D champions and must have moved up. Or actually Class C champions, and then they actually went on to, I believe, win states once or twice. Fredonia, I know, has a decent team. Maryville is going to be up there, as always. There's boys bowling, girls bowling. Maryville's had has a strong program. And then I'm going to move over to Class D, where I mainly want to talk about Falconer because I see them the most out of Class D. Hannah Cross is a really good up-the-boards bowler. She could also belly it a little bit. So this pattern, and I've seen her in practice, this pattern really fits her game really well. Stays behind ball beautifully. Frewsburg will be coming up again. So will Tonawanda, Research Lab, JFK, Salamanca, and West Valley. They made it for the girls, but they did not make it for the boys. So those are some of the teams we'll be seeing coming up in the next session.
All right, why don't we check to see, we promised you more scores. Let's see if we have more scores. We'll start with the individual bowlers. Right now, we are still waiting on a Game 6 score for Delaney Horbet. Lancaster.
She had 189, so.
She had a 189.
So yeah, add that to 1103 she had going in. That's probably, it's going to be 1292 for her. So that's going to be up there. Oops.
So I think that would put her in second. She'd be at least.
That actually put her in first right now, but we don't know because of Kristen.
No. Krista Perrin is 13-13.
That's right.
It's not on the screen yet, as you can see. But we were told.
So yeah, that will put Delaney in second, and Krista is probably going to be the one from Orchard Park to take it.
And we have Weber right now, final score 1282.
That's still a strong game. That's about.
Yeah, so I think Weber would be in third. Again, that's only for this tournament, so we'll have to see how the small schools shake out before they determine who exactly the individuals are, and we'll have to see who wins the team, which we'll check right now on your screen. We're still waiting on Orchard Park, bunch of schools. Only right now it's
Clarence
and Kenmore. Right now, I'm a little bit surprised, I gotta be honest. I thought Clarence was going to be a little more coming out of that 6 game, but their 6 games are in, and they're still behind Kenmore, who has their 6 games in. And can you? If you've been around these scores longer than I have, what are we looking for from? If you're an Orchard Park or a Lancaster fan, what are you looking for right now? Do you have the numbers in your head to make it to win Division I?
Orchard Park, you're looking close upper 9s to low 1000s at this point. The lowest game is an 872. Lancaster, I'm looking more towards 1,000. I want to note the difference between Clarence and Kenmore is a mere 6 pins. And really that 738 game from Clarence is probably the reason why they weren't up there. Other than that, they had a very solid day of bowling. So again, they had a 93-pin jump from Game 3 to Game 4, and then they rode the momentum. A 133-pin jump from Game 4 to Game 5, and then a 45-pin increase from Game 5 to Game 6. So they climbed, but that 738 game really hurt them.
So we look at Lancaster Orchard Park right here and try to highlight it on your screen. So if they kind of keep on this 900 range, they really need this high run 900 range. They should, either of them, jump over Kenmore and Clarence. Is that correct?
100% so.
Okay, so it appears we're just kind of waiting in Orchard Park, Lancaster. We think that they should have got enough based on what we're seeing from over here to jump both Kenmore and Clarence. It'll probably be Orchard Park and Link, either of them, to win Division I once they get those final scores. And more likely it's Orchard Park, because they have a 150-pin lead, or actually 200-pin lead after Game 5. So it's probably going to be Orchard Park is going to represent Section 6 as the Division I champions. And then we go back to the scores here.
Let me go ahead and do a quick refresh.
Yeah, let's refresh.
Because every time we refresh, more scores seem to be coming in. Go ahead and view. Lancaster scores did not come in, but
okay,
Orchard
Park is in. They're at 59.05 through 6 games. They have right now, that would be 6 games. They have, they have a good 400, 500 lead over Kenmore and another size and about the same over Clarence. Are you doing the math to see what Lancaster would need in this 6 game?
No, I'm actually doing the average for Orchard Park.
Oh, in the meantime, I'll do the math real quick for Lancaster.
996 average for Orchard Park, which is about the average I thought was going to be the one that led them with the field.
Okay, so according to my calculations, it looks like Lancaster would need about a 1270 in order to get Orchard Park. It'll be a very tough task. I'm not sure if we...
don't think Lancaster would have the numbers to do that.
Yeah, it doesn't appear they would have the
So then
numbers to
Orchard
do that.
Park would take it. Then let's do results by class. The Class B winner will be undetermined.
Undetermined.
Right now it's North Tonawanda, the
North
Lumberjacks.
Tonawanda, slight lead over Amherst. So it's pretty much a 2-team race at that end of it. Niagara Wheatfield a little bit farther down in 3rd place, but it appears as of right now, unofficially, Orchard Park should win the Division I girls title.
Yes. And then North Tonawanda will win Class B itself.
Yeah, and we'll see. And it looks like Lancaster would probably be the runner-up if they had anywhere near the scores they had in their first 5 games. Let's check out the individual results. It looks like it's officially on top now. Her scores are in. Perrin is your leader, top bowler here at the tournament, 13-13 through 6 games. She finishes off with her best of 238 in Game 6. She is the top bowler, but again, as I just said, Orchard Park won the girls' title, so the team title, so she will be going with them. That's going to free up some room for someone else. So if you look down the list, Kailyn Weber came in second. Remember, who was her brother. Her older brother is Mike Weber, who bowled for St. Joe's a couple years ago, and we have Zara Zuklik, who you saw a lot from Clarence a little bit ago, and she had a great final game.
Oh my gosh.
248. She finishes with 1281, just 1 pin below second. And those are the top 3 bowlers from this tournament. That does not guarantee a trip to states because we still need to know what's going to happen in the afternoon session. But with Perrin going with her team, Weber and Zuklik are in very good spots.
I just did Chris. That's Chris's average. It's a 218.
Contextualized 218 for us.
Yes. That's mind-boggling. That's awesome. That's great bowling. So it's rare that I come up here, as you know, Francis. So it's a treat to watch the ACIC school bowlers just really beat up the oil pattern. So again, Williamsville North just finishing up there on lane 3 and 4. So not sure if they're on screen at all. Well, they're kind of on camera too, but they're in their 10th frame, so they're just finishing up. Yeah. So yeah, they're in their 10th frame. Nice shot right there. Be a strike. And Bay won. That Williamsville North is the only team that's not there.
It looks like North Tonawanda wrapped up just a little bit ago. Again, we were waiting on scores from Amherst. Looks like Niagara Falls, who was in the other bay, our camera in the other bay, has wrapped up. So most of these teams, again, have wrapped up. We've seen a bunch of Game 6 scores. We're just ready, again, a couple teams to wrap up, and then they'll do the award ceremony, hand out the Division I award, which we are pretty sure is going to go to Orchard Park, and then they're going to announce the top couple bowlers from at least this half of the tournament. Before that, we believe the runner-up is going to be Lancaster once they put the scores in. So I know that'll make a lot of people in Quakerland very happy to see they edged out the Legends. As I mentioned earlier, those two are big rivals.
Yep, Lancaster score is in 55.04.
Yeah, so they will be the runner-up. Let's see. That's a look at that. Look at the difference between Orchard Park and second place Lancaster. That's 400 pins.
401 pins. And again, it's those 1,000 games that Orchard Park threw. So they beat Lancaster by 100 in Game 5. Exactly 100 pins, and then in Game 6, 196 pins.
Yeah, really. So it was Orchard Park kind of running away with it with about a 400 pin lead.
Yeah.
And then it was Lancaster has maybe about 90 or so pin lead over Kenmore. Kenmore only a 6-pin lead over Clarence. So again, it was Orchard Park, as you mentioned, a couple thousand games, 2,000 games,
Actually,
1,000
three 1,000 games.
Oh, you're right. 3 1,000 games. They're high 1063 in that Game 6, and that carries them over the rest of the pack and to a trip to states next month in Syracuse.
Yeah, that's going to hold for Division 1, so congratulations to Orchard Park. There is no mathematical way any of these other schools can catch up. So
we mentioned Perrin, top bowler in Section 6. Top bowler is for the large schools at least. We'll see what happens in the afternoon session with the small
Maura
schools.
Noonan is going to take third. She's not a pool bowler.
Yeah, so Noonan jumps in front of Weber.
Yep.
So we'll see, again, Perrin's already gone, so we'll see if that helps.
So
that should help Noonan now, possibly sneaking up to make a trip to states.
Should help Weber there too. And Zulik.
We saw
These
a
are
lot of
close.
Weber and Zulik. Look at that, 1 pin off. 1282 for Weber and Zulik with 1281.
So we actually have to take out Perrin, Dower, and Brock.
But keep in mind, we still got the
right,
small
we still got a
schools
small
to do.
school, but right now, that puts in Blazek and.
Well, no, because we
Right,
said
I know.
factor in small schools. So
Right.
they would
These
have
are
a
the
very
unofficial
tough
morning results, but the morning results are not the official overall tournament results.
Yeah, they're going to take. Yeah, the official will be the combined of the morning and afternoon sessions.
Yep, Kenmore Williamsville North just finished up, so they're going to go get their scores.
All right, I think on that note, we'll take another break. We'll take another break here at Airport Lanes. At Airport Lanes, you're watching the Section 6 Girls Large School Championships. We're going to take a little bit of a longer break, but don't worry, we'll be back. We'll be back with more. Hopefully these teams are wrapped up, and then we'll get to the awards ceremony later as well. You're watching Section 6 Bowling on Western New York Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Our homes have become offices, gyms, schools, and playgrounds. And at Western New York Immediate Care, we know you may need us now more than ever. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care physicians are trained to diagnose and treat most non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses. With 5 convenient locations open 7 days a week, help is never far away. Life has changed, but Western New York Immediate Care is still here for you.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Does he do car?
Forget about it.
How about home?
Forget about it.
Does he get good rates?
Forget about it.
And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy?
Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, this is Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF and...
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com. Ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Even the most prepared moms experience the unexpected. When you do, we're here for you.
All right, welcome back to Airport Lanes in Cheektowaga for the Section 6 Girls Large School Championships. You can see on your screen they're getting ready for the awards ceremony. Again, as I've mentioned a couple times, just if you're tuning in new, they are doing things a little differently this year in order to get parents to be able to watch, to have spectators in the building. They decided to split up the large school and small schools. So right now this is the large school tournament. They did all 6 games this morning. They just wrapped up, and then they're going to clear everything out, then bring the small schools in the afternoon, and we'll have that about 2:30 or so. We'll get game four on for the small schools tournament as well. We're going to try to get the
Test 1 2 3 test.
All right, that was the Orchard Park coach, Renato. He's going to be leading this awards ceremony, so we're just testing his mic so that way you could hear him well as he gets ready to start this tournament. We do have a couple more broadcasts coming up tonight on Western New York Athletics. We have 3 boys hockey games. We have the Catholic School boys hockey quarterfinals. That's happening 5:30 and 8 o'clock tonight from the Harbor Center. And then at 6 o'clock is the large school quarterfinal between Lockport, Niagara Falls, and Clarence. That'll be 6 o'clock in Harbor Center. So 3 games tonight, 5:38 from the Harbor Center Catholic Schools for boys. And then 6 o'clock from Northtown, we have the large school boys hockey for girls. So any Clarence fans listening, we'll have the boys hockey up later tonight. And I know and then this weekend is Saturday, Sunday is going to be the small school pre-quarterfinals. That means we'll have hockey Saturday and Sunday on from 1 until about 10 at night. 4 games each day, back to back to back. And again, and that'll be all right here on Western New York Athletics so far. And Jeremy Becker is back with me. He's been alongside me this morning. Jeremy, we are getting ready for the awards ceremony. We've tested the mic. We see the table is out there, so we're just kind of waiting for things to get started.
We're going to be waiting a while. Will South is still bowling in the third bay, so we got to wait for Williamsville South. That's why there's been no official announcement. So in our third bay, we have Williamsville South. Other than that, I assume we went over all the scores already from today.
Yeah, we'll go over them a little bit later. Just want to jump on here and see it. So we're a little running behind. You know, you mentioned earlier, especially the girls up here in this first bay, were running pretty fast, right?
Very fast. They were done like 20 minutes ago. So North Tonawanda officially takes Class B.
So, let me ask this question. Is it more Will South is running more on pace and everybody else was fast, or is it maybe a combination of the two?
It could be a combination of the two. Williamsville South is just bowling at their own pace, which you have the pleasure of doing. The convenience, I could say, instead of pleasure, the convenience of bowling at your own pace. You're not dictated by the opposing team on a pair, which you would normally do on a traditional match. So, traditionally. Well, that's a mic check. I thought I just heard. Anyway, again, it's just more Will South. Will South just bowling at their own inconvenience. They were wrapping up. They were close towards the end, but we're still waiting on them.
All right, let's check back in for those just tuning in. Let those final scores. Most of them are in. Let's see who won Class B.
Class B, North Tonawanda with 53-41. They just crushed Class B. So.
Yeah, North Tonawanda, 53-41. We know Amherst is. No, it looks like Amherst is done.
Yep.
So North Tonawanda will win the Class B title. There's no state representative for Class B, but they will get to take home a plant. Let's check up Class A, and who will ultimately determine the Division I champion.
Yep. Division I champion will be Orchard Park, 59-05. That's incredible bowling right there by the girls.
And that is a 400-pin lead over runner-up Lancaster, who had a fantastic day. Then it was Kenmore in third, Clarence in 5. Let's check out who are the top individual bowlers from this large school tournament.
So far from the large school side, we got Krista Perrin, who will be going with Team Orchard Park. She scored games of 226, 215, 224, a low game of 188. 222 and a high game of 238 for a total of 1,313 pins. Next, out of Lancaster, we got Delaney Horbet, who is a bull bowler. Game 1 was 190. Then she followed up with a 246, 180, 255, 232, 189, 1292. And then Maura Noonan of Lancaster as well, 231, 201, 191, 196, and 222 and 249 for 1290. That is the top 3. And then out of Kenmore, for number 4, we got Kenmore. Out of Kenmore, we got Kailyn Weber, 204, 257, 193. Low game of 158, 256, 214, 1282 total. Then in fifth out of clearance, Sarah Zulik, 247, 203, 169, 212, 202, 248, 1281. So very, very close right there.
All right, so it looks like, we know Perrin is going to go with Orchard Park to stay, so that takes her out of this individual race.
Yep.
But now want to put this, preface this, small schools still have to go, and all those girls have every right as well to make it part of the all-star team. But it looks like Horbet's in a very good position to make it. And then you have her teammate Noonan, and possibly Weber is the top individual the third top individual bowler when you take Perrin out. So a good spot for her to be in if she wants to make it, for all those three of those girls to make it to states.
Yep. So, yeah, we're just waiting on Williamsville South to finish up.
Yeah, you can see the awards ceremony. The awards are out there. The Division I Class A plaque, the two different plaques, the Class B, and then I believe they're going to hand out something to the top bowlers as well. They're going to hope the top bowlers will come back or still be here for at the end of the second session, where they do a big award ceremony at the end with the small schools and when they have all of the scores in. So on that note, we will take another break. Williamsville South should be wrapping up soon, and then we'll have that awards ceremony for this girls large school championships. You're watching the Section 6 bowling finals on Western New York Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Our homes have become offices, gyms, schools, and playgrounds. And at Western New York Immediate Care, we know you may need us now more than ever. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care physicians are trained to diagnose and treat most non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses. With 5 convenient locations open 7 days a week, help is never far away. Life has changed, but Western New York Immediate Care is still here for you.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Does he do car?
Forget about it.
How about home?
Forget about it.
Does he get good rates?
Forget about it.
And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy?
Forget about it. Oh, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF and...
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York.
here are our singles, overall singles for the morning session for one. Okay, top singles. In fourth place, from Kenmore with a 1282 set, is Kailyn Weber. She's right here. Congratulations, Kailyn. Just stand right over there. And in third place, with a 1290 series from Lancaster, Maura Noonan. Don't worry about it. Congratulations. And in second place, with a 1292 set, her teammate from Lancaster, Delaney Horbet. Congratulations. Did your dad show up?
No, he's not.
Oh, darn. And in first place, our medalist with a 13-13 set from Orchard Park, Krista Perrin. We're going to take some pictures of, get up and take a picture of those before they can. Picture for our Twitter account. Congratulations. For those girls, those four girls, it's possible that you may qualify for our state team, so if you can stick around, it might be a good thing to do, okay? Okay, so now for our B class champions and runner-up. B, with 5,012 pins, first. Congratulations. Okay.
For your B runner-ups, we have Kailyn Weber, Winter Wing, Margo, Megan Zilski, all right, Natalie Dorada, and Wiley Cole.
Your phone. Right here. Congratulations again. Congratulations, Amherst. Now for your B-class champions. With a score of 5,341, North Tonawanda.
You're nicer than I am. I would have made sure they were here first. Congratulations, ladies.
I saw them.
No, I know, because they left.
Bailey, Snowman, Sophia, and Bridget. Oh. Tonawanda. Now in our school or Class A schools, the runner-up in second place with 5,504 pins, Lancaster. Congratulations. Congratulations, girls. Okay, now for your Class A champions and Division I champions, which will represent Western New York at the New York Championships, I'm proud and happy to say Orchard Park. Oh, shake your head. Nice job. 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 Give you a hug, Coach.
Again.
We can make Emily do the announcement.
Yeah. Their names?
You want us to write their names down?
Here, you got the mic. You got the mic, Kim. The Orchard Park parents and the bowlers upstairs in the room upstairs. We got to talk about transportation, all that stuff for state. So, OP parents and bowlers upstairs. Why don't you get the T-shirts?
All right, that will wrap things up for the morning session of the Section 6 bowling finals. Again, we have large school champions. It's Orchard Park winning Division I in Class A. They will represent Section 6 at States. We also have a couple of top bowlers. We won't know exactly who will make it individually, but we're going to find out. And in Class B, it was North Tonawanda taking a sectional title home to the Lumber City. That will wrap it up for now. We're going to have interviews coming up later on our social media, and we'll be back at around 2:30 for Game 4 on of the girls' small school finals. But for now, for our whole crew, including Frank Wolf, Tom Prince, Heidi Gunther, my color man, Jeremy Becker, I'm Francis Beck. Thank you for tuning in and watching the Section 6 Girls Large School Finals, bowling finals on Western New York Athletics.
Even the most prepared moms experience the unexpected. When you do, we're here for you.
When you're ready to buy a home, start your search at howardhanna.com. You'll be the first to see new listings, find similar properties, and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Being home.